Today I'm going to be explaining how Deflategate ruined the future of the New England Patriots. The controversial ruling of Deflategate came with one of the strictest rulings for tampering with footballs in the history of the NFL. The Patriots were fined $1 million, the fourth-round pick, the Patriots' 2016 first-round pick, and a 4-game suspension for the Patriots quarterback Tom Brady. Starting off with the lowest punishment with the fourth-round pick, we're going to focus on how that really affected the Patriots' future. So even though a fourth-round pick doesn't seem like a lot, it's actually one of the best rounds for the Patriots draft. So just a little history of the Patriots' fourth-round picks. They drafted in 2017 Wise Jr., who was a pretty decent impact for the Patriots last year. In 2016 was Malcolm Mitchell, which was a pretty good wide receiver his rookie year, but he was injured all last year, but he should have a pretty good season next season. As well as in 2015, Shaq Mason, which is now one of their bona fide starters on the offensive line. Pretty good guard. And then their best pass rusher in Trey Flowers in 2015 also. And also, probably one of the most familiar names with James White, the Super Bowl hero in 2014. So even though most of these players are just role players or even some like full-out starters with Shaq Mason, the fourth round is very important for the Patriots. So maybe this pick could have been good. You can't really predict late-round picks being great, but maybe this pick could be slightly affecting the Patriots' future. Next, we're going to focus on the 2016 first-round pick. So we really don't know who the Patriots were going to draft, but just like some of the early round names that were possible for like their positions in need. There is good players such as Sterling Shepard that plays for the Giants. He's a wide receiver. Miles Jack, the linebacker for Jacksonville, who's pretty good too. Derrick Henry, the running back for the Tennessee Titans. Then we have Michael Thomas, a wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints, which is getting really up there for one of the better players in the league. So there is a lot of potential for this pick. We can't know for sure who the Patriots would have drafted. This pick could slightly also affect the future and maybe even a starter. But it also, the Patriots haven't been drafting that well in the first round the past few years, or they traded the pick. So you can't really predict how good that pick was going to be either. But now we're going to focus on the punishment that will mostly negatively affect the Patriots' future with Tom Brady's suspension. On the surface, people are probably thinking like, this probably was the least affecting of the future because the Patriots won the games at 3 out of 4 games that Tom Brady was suspended, as well as they went on winning the Super Bowl that year. So it doesn't seem like it affected the future that much. But actually, this suspension really hurt the Patriots because it gave Jimmy Garoppolo a chance to step up and show his talents. Jimmy Garoppolo only played 1.5 games during Deflategate because he got injured, but during those games he was outstanding. The first game, Jimmy Garoppolo did just enough to win his first career start against the Cardinals with passing 24 for 33 completions with a 72 passing completion. He also passed for 264 yards, 1 TD, and a 106 QB rating. So pretty decent game to get his first win. But it was pretty much the second game that really got Jimmy Garoppolo's name around. He only played 2 quarters in this game, and he went for 8 for 36 for passing, 69 completion percentage, for 232 yards, 3 TDs, and a 135 rating in only 2 quarters because he does get injured. But this was Jimmy Garoppolo's breakout game. It really showed the league who Jimmy Garoppolo was. This performance really caused teams' interest in the quarterback as there was lots of trade talk with maybe the Browns during the 2017 offseason and draft, but nothing happened. But before the trade of the 2018 season, as we know, Jimmy Garoppolo gets traded from the Patriots to the 49ers, Tom Brady probably felt threatened that the Patriots did not sign Brady to a long-term deal yet, and Jimmy Garoppolo was still on the roster. Thinking that maybe Garoppolo is going to be taking Brady's spot soon because they saw the potential that he had, and Brady is getting old. Even though he is the greatest, in Brady's mind, he's thinking that he is getting old and the Patriots might be trying to move on. For this reason, I believe Tom Brady asked Robert Kraft to trade Jimmy Garoppolo so he would not feel threatened and would not have any competition on the team. This is according to Belichick in the Wickersham report. that Belichick was furious and demoralized when the trade went down. Jimmy Garoppolo was traded, and there was lots of tensions rising at the Patriots facilities because of the trade. It appeared that in the Wickersham report came after a meeting between Belichick and the Patriots owner, Robert Kraft, which is where I believe that Tom Brady talked to Kraft because he is his franchise quarterback. And 2 weeks before the trade deadline, they were talking, Belichick and Kraft, to discuss the quarterback situation. And according to staffers at the Patriots facility, the meeting ran very long, about half the day, pushing back lots of other meetings for Belichick. So obviously this was an intense meeting for the future of the Patriots and their starting quarterback. The meeting ended with a clear mandate for Belichick to trade Garoppolo because he would not be in the team's long-term plan. So this is going back to the idea that Tom Brady asked Robert Kraft to trade Jimmy Garoppolo. And then according to this report, Belichick was furious and demoralized, but at the end he did what he had to do because that's what he was asked for by his boss. So you could tell Belichick really wanted to replace Brady soon because he felt Garoppolo was the right fit. Obviously, if he was upset from the meetings. Also, the Patriots did repeatedly offer Garoppolo 4-year contract extensions for $17 million, as well as he would get paid higher when he takes over the starting quarterback role for Tom Brady. But Jimmy G did reject all the offers. He never really gave reasons why. I'm assuming it was because he wanted to start now instead of playing behind someone when there was really no promises when Garoppolo was going to play. Tom Brady's still playing in a high elite level, as we can tell, when he won the MVP in the 2018 season, as well as putting up 500 yards in the Super Bowl. So you can't really blame Jimmy Garoppolo because he wanted a shot after practicing behind the greatest of all time for 3 years. Like, now it's his time to shine after he did get his toes in the water when he did play for Deflategate and he felt like he was ready to start in the NFL. And I know we can't really predict like the future of Garoppolo. Maybe he would have not signed with the Patriots if Deflategate never happened either. But in my opinion, I think that Deflategate really showed how good Garoppolo was during Tom Brady's suspension. And without the suspension, I don't believe that Jimmy Garoppolo would have been traded especially for a second-round pick. But also, I don't feel Brady would have felt like his job was going to be on the line with Jimmy Garoppolo because he has not had any experience on the field. We can't really predict, like I said, if he was going to leave, but I don't think that the Patriots would have traded him, and he probably would have had a better opportunity staying with the Patriots. Also, now Jimmy Garoppolo was the highest paid quarterback, prospering with the 49ers, went undefeated for the rest of his season. And while the Patriots don't even have a backup plan after Tom Brady, and they only got a second-round pick for Garoppolo, so that was just a terrible trade, as we all know, as well as now we don't have any plan for the Patriots. And Tom Brady is getting old. We all love him here in New England, but we just don't know how long he's going to play. And when they had the quarterback right there, and they had to get rid of him to make Brady feel good. Even though on the surface it didn't seem like much with Tom Brady's suspension, other than maybe affecting that season. But in my opinion, I think the suspension cost the Patriots their next franchise quarterback.